Hi everyone. Chris and I are honored to be providing the NGA perspective on the ICN's Agency Effectiveness Working Group plenary session. We note that these views are our own and do not represent those of our individual firms or clients.
The theme of today's session is the digital strategy of competition agencies, and it will focus on how digitalization is affecting the design and makeup of competition authorities.
The session will cover a wide variety of topics, such as the creation of digital teams, the recruitment of non-traditional staff, and innovative approaches to make competition agencies digitally ready. It builds on the working group's webinar earlier this year, which dealt with organizational design and digitalization.
To help set the stage for today's discussion, we're here to provide a high-level overview of a few of the issues and questions that the digital economy is raising for agencies and practitioners around the world. First, agencies have to consider whether they have the necessary tools to enforce and promote competition in the context of a rapidly changing and disruptive digital economy. For example, the CMA and the ACCC have released comprehensive reports considering this and other issues related to the digital economy. Other agencies, such as the US FTC, have held extensive hearings on these topics.
Second, cases involving platforms raise a variety of complex issues. For example, what are the defining characteristics of multi-sided platforms? Are any adjustments to antitrust analysis necessary to account for any special characteristics of multi-sided businesses, like free services and indirect network effects?
Third, for those of you focused on mergers, an important issue involves potential competition cases, and in particular, the subset of those cases relating to nascent or developing competitors. While there is significant disagreement among commentators on these so-called killer acquisitions, they all agree that these types of acquisitions raise a number of complex questions, such as, is current antitrust law sufficient to support the development of challenges to these types of acquisitions? And how should antitrust agencies evaluate whether a nascent technology is likely to develop into a competitive threat?
Finally, for those of you focused on cartels or consumer protection, some have raised concerns about the use of algorithms, artificial intelligence, and predictive analytics in business decisions and conduct. Agencies such as CAJE have considered a number of questions, such as, does the use of these technologies raise particular antitrust concerns, such as the possibility of algorithmic coordination? Are there tensions between consumer protection and competition policy with respect to these technologies?
Recognizing these complex issues, many agencies, including those on today's panel and the hosts of this year's conference, have taken steps to prepare for and respond to the tremendous amount of change taking place in today's digital economy. For example, the FTC launched its Technology Task Force last year. This unit is primarily focused on investigating anti-competitive conduct and consummated mergers in the digital economy. Similarly, the Canadian Competition Bureau hired a digital enforcement officer in July 2019 and announced earlier this year that it will, over the next 4 years, form a digital enforcement office to provide specialized technological support to drive its work in the digital economy forward. The Bureau will also form internal communities of practice that will serve as a platform for knowledge sharing, mentoring, and collaboration. These communities will be challenged to increase innovation, experimentation, and continuous learning in key strategic competencies relevant to the digital economy.
Agencies, including those in Canada, Korea, and Portugal, have also committed to take other steps in response to the digital economy, such as hiring employees with new and complementary skill sets to create an optimal mix of talent to address enforcement within the digital economy, hosting Digital Enforcement Summit series that bring together stakeholders to discuss the challenges and opportunities of competition enforcement in the digital era, expanding the use of new intelligence gathering tools such as advanced analytical models, algorithms, automated processes, and artificial intelligence capabilities. For example, we understand that the Bureau has used predictive coding and other tools as part of the document review process. They're using digital technology to search the web for non-notifiable anti-competitive mergers and cartels, and they're using digital screening tools with the cooperation of public procurement authorities to detect big rigging.
Finally, in an effort to better understand the types of conduct that may be harmful to the digital economy, the Bureau has conducted market studies in key areas of the digital economy and has also issued public callouts to market participants and consumers for information in this area. More recently, and not without some controversy, the Bureau invited market participants to provide input to inform its ongoing civil investigation into certain conduct by Amazon.
We commend the Bureau and other agencies around the world for proactively taking steps to consider the impact of the digital economy on the important work they do. While smaller and emerging agencies may not have access to the same toolkit, we encourage them to look at the work being done by and to collaborate with the established agencies, particularly since the digital economy transcends national borders.
So, whether you're at an agency or in private practice,
Whether you're a lawyer or an economist,
whether your practice is focused on mergers, cartels, conduct cases, or consumer protection,
this is an exciting and complex time to be practicing competition law.
so with that, let's turn it over to the panelists. Thank you.